gotta get it going, get it cracking in this bitch, right? Listen, I want to address some shit, right? Because a lot of people don't be understanding the type of shit I be talking about and what really is going on, right? Some people call me a bully, and say I bully people, right? Who the fuck I'm bullying? I ain't bullying nobody. I'm teaching niggas how to do content, right? The problem is, y'all don't understand what I'm doing. Y'all don't understand my method, right? When you talk on content, then people gotta talk back. If they don't talk back, you gotta make them talk back. How you gonna do content and then a person not being fluent with the conversation, right? So y'all don't understand how to do content. So you at home watching the content, but you don't know how to do the content, right? Everybody can't do content. Content is kind of like hard to do, and you gotta pull it out of them. This shit about energy, gang, right? A lot of people want motherfuckers sit there and just look stupid. Why somebody gonna sit there and just look stupid doing content for? I'm not gonna sit and just look stupid doing content. I got something to say, right? And everybody that's doing content should have something to say, right? And that be fucking me up when I go back and read the comments, right? And then y'all say I don't interact with the comments when I interact with the comments, but when I got a message to say, what the fuck I'm interacting with the comments for, right? Y'all supposed to be on here listening. And y'all supposed to be on here going hard at that little bitch ass nigga Terrell, whoever the fuck he was. Cause like, a lot of people want to call me a false prophet, right? But how am I a false prophet? All a prophet do is spread the message, right? I'm spreading the message. I'm spreading the message that's supposed to be heard, again, right? And every prophet, including Jesus, was rough, right? With no prophet, no bitch, right? You can't look in history and find one prophet or one man of God that was a bitch, right? When you talk about Paul, he was Saul first, and Saul was a killer. He was a real killer. So when you talk about prophets, know what you're talking about. When you talk about Moses, Moses came out the mountain and killed shit, right? That's what I'm mama. When Moses came out the mountain, he killed shit, right? So everybody want to run around and talk weird, right? Listen, I'm a prophet of God. And I'm a prophet of God because I was spreading the message that was from God to let all y'all know that y'all God. But people get mad because they don't want to be God. Right? Don't nobody want to be God. Everybody want to pray to something, right? Everybody think they can pray and wash their sins away. I got something to let you know. You cannot pray and wash those sin away. How does it even make sense? How do it make sense you can pray and then everything is wiped away? No, you got to become the message. You got to become what you are. I don't lie, cheat, or steal, gang. I don't lie, cheat, or steal, right? So if I don't lie, cheat, or steal, and I'm passing the message of God, then I got to be a prophet then. I got to be. I can't be shells with that because I'm passing the message to people that never heard the message, right? But you got a lot of people that run around want to act like I'm not the message I bring when I'm the message I bring. I don't lie, cheat, or steal. I don't eat poison, right? I'm passing the message to the trenches. Oh, they say, oh, he believe in witchcraft. But when was a witch bad? Tell me when a witch was bad. They made y'all believe witches was bad, but the witches they talk about were number black women. Right? So you want to think the black women are bad, and the same people that do that and tell you the women are supposed to submit. Come on, gang. Ain't nothing wrong with no witch. Right? There's something wrong with a witch. Something wrong with a witch. And I don't teach witchcraft, right? I teach the same thing that Jesus taught. Listen, Jesus did magic. When a motherfucker was blind, what Jesus do? He put dirt on their eyes. He did magic. He did magic, gang. When a motherfucker could not see, what the fuck did Jesus do? Jesus did magic, right? So people get mad when I say, okay, cool, I'm going to teach you how to use your power. Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. The fuck stop playing with me? Oh, but I ain't no prophet. Why? Because I cuss, because I yell, because I'm from the streets, because I'm GDBD vice lords. Let me give you something. All the fucking prophets are in the streets right now. Jesus said, who last shall be first. So who the fuck is last then? Who's last? He said last will be first, right? Here go another thing y'all want to talk about, right? Terrell probably the same nigga that prayed to that white Jesus, right? They put a middleman before you, don't even look like you, right? You praying to somebody don't even look like you, right? Nigga, Jesus said God was within, right? Because everybody knew that Jesus had melon. Because in the Bible it said, what it say? Hair like wool, skin like brass. But then you look at the goddamn picture, it's a goofy ass white man with blonde eyes. Well, blonde hair and what kind of eyes you have? Well, blue eyes. Blonde hair and blue eyes. Stop playing with me. They turned Christianity to the white supremacists. Stop playing with me. That's the fucking KKK. That's the fucking KKK. Listen. They got y'all praying to the KKK. That's why I got mama. Because Jesus don't even look like that. He don't look like that. Right? But y'all don't want to be God. Niggas get mad when I tell them they God. Why the fuck you don't want to be God then? I never said you was the creator, nigga. What if I said you was the creator? I said you are God and you can create. But you are not the creator. Right? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Who a false prophet? I'm a street nigga, gang. It's like every other prophet was a street nigga, gang. Right? All the prophets been in the streets. Right? They been in the streets. You know why they been in the streets? Because they all been street niggas. And they all been killers. Because it takes a real street nigga and a killer to be a prophet of God. Because God don't want no bitch niggas rolling with him. Right? He don't want no bitch niggas rolling with him, gang. Come on, gang. Listen, I want to say this. Moses, I'm going to start there. Kill shit. Right? And why did Moses kill shit? Well, you disobeyed the message. He killed the nigga one time, listen. This what Moses did. They told Moses, like, go sell your house. And sell your house and give me 100%. They sold the house and gave Moses 90%. Moses killed their ass. They was dead. Right? So I'm just saying that just because I'm a killer, I'm a murderer, I'm all this, don't mean I'm not a prophet of God. Saul was a prophet of God till he got in the desert. He went in the desert. He was blind. He couldn't see. He opened his eyes. He a prophet. He believed in Jesus. He realized Jesus was consciousness. That's what he realized. Right? So everybody want to run around talking about who God and who not God. Everybody is God. Right? Because Jesus said the kingdom of God is within. The kingdom of heaven is within. Right? He said if you run around looking for heaven up, then the birds will get there before you. If you look down, then the fish will get there before you. Right? So everybody got to realize that they God and everybody is a prophet once you start spreading the message. All you got to do to be the message, listen, all you got to do to qualify to be a prophet is to go through hell and rise through heaven. And I'm talking about the state of mind. Right? All you got to do is to raise your frequency. And now when you spread the message and use your broadcast system to uplift the people, you are a prophet. So you cannot be false. I cannot be a false prophet. How can I be a false prophet when I'm passing the real message? It's impossible. It's impossible. Because I'm not passing the message that come from me. If I said something bad, it came from me. Everything I said good came from God then. So how the fuck you gonna run around and say, I'm me, a real killer, a drug dealer who ain't never said nothing good. When I got something good to say, niggas should listen. But you mad? You mad for it? You on my live talk about you a prophet. Well, if you a prophet, where are your people at? Where your people at that listen to you? Where your congregation at, nigga? You poor. You on my live poor, so you cannot be a prophet because you poor. Ain't no poor prophets, gang. Because you poor, because first thing you point at me, that's how you know you not shit. Because when you point outwards, you can never be a prophet because you're pointing at me. You pointing at me. If you're a prophet, go somewhere and teach then. My congregation right here. You my congregation. Are you listening? I got people right now in the contact house. They listening. I'm teaching them. Right? That's who I do it for. I do it for those that do not fucking know. Money makes you rich. No, money don't make you rich. Your mindset make you rich. You could be a broke nigga with a whole lot of money. That's what I got on, because you broke in the mind. You broke in the spirit, gang. So everybody run around want to talk about who false. Whoever said they false or I'm false, they got to be false because you are nothing but a projection. To see it in me, you got to see it in you first. You can never see it in me unless you see it in you. That's what I'm mama. You only see what you are. So for you to see that I'm fake, you yourself has to be fake. What you talking about? I'm talking about when I was live, right? when I was live and I was trying to teach my thing, everybody, well, not my thing, the creative thing. Everybody was on here talking about, oh, well, not everybody. One nigga named Terrell was on here like, oh, he a false prophet, right? But I'm like, how can I be a false prophet when I'm spreading the real message? It just don't make sense. How can I be a false prophet when I'm spreading the real message, right? They want to say I teach voodoo and witchcraft. Well, Jesus did voodoo and witchcraft. Jesus did it. Listen, it's got to be magic if you turn water to wine. It got to be magic if you turn 5 fish to 5,000, right? It got to be magic when you take dirt off a motherfucking ground and put it on the motherfucking eyes and make them see. That got to be voodoo then. It got to be. It got to be. What else is it? What you call it then? What can it be? Faison. Listen, you gotta spread confusion, because confusion gets you close to the truth. That's what Faison don't know. You gotta spread confusion, because when a person confused, they find the truth. Yeah, I'm spreading confusion because I'm saying stuff you never heard before, so it's confusing. But out of that confusion, you find the truth. Yeah, I'm spreading confusion. You ain't saying nothing wrong, but what phase one don't know is this. He spent his time trying to get in the algorithm. Bitch, I am the algorithm. I am the algorithm, right? And I didn't have to do nothing for this but open my mouth. Listen, if voodoo from the fallen angels, then that means that Jesus is a fallen angel then. Because all the magic that I do, I got from Jesus. Jesus said what I do, all men could do. I don't do nothing unless Jesus do it, right? The dirt is a healer. That's why I go ground in the grass and put my feet in the dirt, right? And if I'm hurting somewhere, I'll rub dirt right there, let the sun hit it, I feel better. I feel better. My side was hurting this morning, right? I went outside, put dirt there, let the sun hit it, feel better, right? So people don't understand. They want to talk about the Holy Trinity, right? The three. But the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They don't say the Holy Ghost was a woman. The Holy Ghost was Sophia. They don't tell you the whole thing, because when the last time you don't understand that the woman is the divine feminine and she got to have a part in it too. Listen, all they do with women, they want to run around and enslave women, but the women got to have a part in it too. Niggas mad at me because I'm telling them the woman ain't supposed to be submissive, right? A woman ain't supposed to be submissive, and then nigga get mad. That's what men get mad for. When I tell them that, oh, yo, bitch ain't supposed to submit to you. So now I'm a false prophet. Right? Now I'm a false prophet. Come on, chat. Talk to me, chat. Y'all gotta make sense. Facts, phase one say you need a fact check. Listen, you need a fact check with yourself. That man, I'm not gonna speak bad about that man, but that man fact checked through books, right? He's still living in books. He's not getting his own downloads. Listen, why would I live off another man's idea when I can create my own ideas? I don't need no another man's ideas, right? I don't need it. So you gotta make it make sense. I'm in California right now, gang. Street juice. I'm in California right now, gang. I never left. I never left. What I'm leaving for? No, listen, everybody, I don't feel. So James, I don't feel, gang. When you feel, that's how spirits get in your mind, because they attack you based on your feelings. When a person love is the same as hate. Because a person that love will do anything for the love, like a person that hate will do anything to kill you. So both of the emotions are bad, right? The truth is you should be above love and hate. The biggest vibration you can put out to the world is the vibration of being authentic. Authentic. You should be authentic first, right? And I'm authentic. I don't care what nobody say. I'm going to be authentic, right? Whatever I am, right? I know I don't lie, cheat, or steal, but I don't got to put on no suit. I don't gotta stand in no pulpit, because if I stand in the pulpit, the first thing I give you a message, I'm gonna want some money after that. But I'm a real street nigga like Jesus, so I don't run around asking for money. I'll go around showing niggas how to create money. We stuck in a prison. The earth is a prison, gang, right? Your body is stuck. You got two bodies. You got the astral body, you got the physical body, right? But everybody only believe in the physical body, and that's the problem. You got to work both bodies, right? But Jesus said, when you understand that all the riches on earth will be handed to you, that's why I'm rich. Are you saying you can do magic? Yes, I can do magic, right? Let me show you some magic right now, right? I'll show you some magic, right? I'll show you some magic. Yes, I can do magic. This is magic, right here. Here go to magic. This is magic, right here. Because water is conscious, right? Water is conscious. And see, the pennies at the bottom is copper. It's a magnet, right? And I cut money up here, and it's sacrifice, right? But at the same time, this draw me money because I know magic. I know magic. Jesus knew magic, gang. Listen, magically make my mortgage disappear. Simple. Leave the house. Let somebody else live in it. Your mortgage gone as soon as they start paying you. Nigga, you just did magic. Right? Because y'all don't understand that this world itself is magical. Because whatever you think come. Whatever you think come. Whatever you put on your mind, gonna show outward. It got to. Whatever you think about come. Whatever you think about come. But everybody too busy worrying about what they've been told. Right? Everybody on earth do what they was told. Right? You wouldn't know nothing about Jesus that they told you. You wouldn't know nothing about the church that they told you. All y'all is programmed. Right? You mad at me because I ain't programmed. Right? You mad at me. Don't be mad at me because I ain't programmed, gang. Let me tell you something about the Bible. Y'all don't know about the Bible, right? The Bible, and listen, I love the Bible. It got some good stuff in it, right? But the Bible is everybody else's opinion of what they say happened. And it's the witnesses in there, right? But nobody in the Bible actually wrote the Bible. Because if you doing all the work and you ain't got no time to write, you ain't got no time to write. You know the Illuminati. Listen, the Illuminati, y'all don't understand about that. It just mean enlightened. It mean enlightened. It don't mean nothing but enlightened. So y'all don't even understand what words mean. Y'all don't understand what nothing mean. Right? Y'all gonna see the black nails. Oh yeah, he's a demon. But y'all know black absorb negative energy? Y'all know that, huh? Y'all didn't know that. Y'all didn't know all the warriors rule black on their nails, right? And diamonds in their teeth. All of them did. Look it up. Look it up before you run around acting like you know, because you don't know. Right? You don't know. But let's go. Let's talk, chat. Any questions y'all got, ask me, and I'm going to answer them. Right? I'm going to answer them. Any questions y'all got. Because I am a prophet of the Creator. Right? I can't tell a lie. I can't tell a lie. What cup is this? This is the cup of resurrection. Everybody thinks this is the cup of the dead, but it's a cup of resurrection. You see this right here? It's an upside down pyramid, meaning information is coming down, being handed down, right? This cup is gold, right? And this skeleton, which y'all think is death, represent life. Jesus said, let the dead bury the dead. Yes, I believe in Jesus, but I know who Jesus is. Jesus is consciousness. Everybody can be Jesus. Jesus said, what I do, all man can do, and when I leave, something else will come. That's what Jesus said. Jesus said, I'm not from here. I go to prepare a place for you. So Jesus was an alien. That a lot of people don't know. Listen, we ain't talk about money, how much the chain is. Chain don't matter. I answer any questions y'all want to know. Well, Gnosticism. Listen, Gnosticism was the first real religion, right? And it got outlawed in 300 AD by the church. And the church stole everything and switched it up because they want to take the power from you. Everybody mad at me because I'm trying to get them their power. All I want you to do is realize you got power, gang. That's it. That's all. Realize you got some power. That's all. And stop looking without. Look within. Right? I'm only telling a person look within. Right? So I don't got to read no book. How to tell if I'm cursed? You curse anytime you think you curse. That's how you can tell you're cursed, right? Because nobody can be cursed. They want y'all to believe that. All you got to do is simply believe that you're not cursed and you're no longer cursed. Can't nobody hurt you. They can't hurt God body, right? They only can hurt the people that's weak-minded, right? When you're weak-minded, they can put a curse on you, right? But they can't put no curse on you if your mind is strong, because if your mind is strong, you only can project what you are. Right? And I know I'm not nothing that curse is, so therefore a curse can work on me. How was it coming out of St. Louis? It was just like it was coming out of every trenches. It was bad. It was rough. But we made it through, right? But that will wake you up, right? People don't understand. What wake you up is poverty, right? That's why all the prophets came from the trenches. They came from poverty, right? I'm not saying they was poor, but they started off that way because that's the way it gotta be. Jesus wasn't poor when he died, but he was poor when he started, right? When he died, he had $180,000 worth of clothes on him that they robbed him for. What kind of broke man got that? Ain't no broke man got that, but they make you believe Jesus was broke. Right, right. They think everybody's terrorists in the world. We black and we terrorists. You see Trump attacking us all. He's going from East State, Chicago, everywhere, attacking us all. He kept trying to get rid of the Mexicans, but the Mexicans are black, so he want to get rid of us too. Right? Y'all don't understand we under attack. So you believe in Jesus, damn the fuck right. I am Jesus, but I know his real name. I know his real name. And only reason I say Jesus because over here in America we call him that, but I know his real fucking name. Yeah, demons believe in Jesus too, but demons are demon and man is a man. So anybody that can't balance, I balance, gang. I balance, gang. I'm yin and yang. I balance. I follow the same teachings as Jesus. If you were Jesus, you should study Buddhism. Right? If you are Jesus, you should do the same thing that Jesus did. Jesus learned magic, gang. No, I don't get high. I quit getting high. Listen, I did smoke a whole lot of weed, right? Y'all know me see me smoking the roaches, smoke a lot of weed, but I quit smoking, right? I haven't smoked in 30 days because I'm trying to make sure that I have no attachments, right? And I'm making sure that weed is not attachment, right? Because attachments keep you stuck to the lower level, right? Water is conscious, gang. Y'all can talk to your water, it gonna do what you say. Water is really fucking conscious. That's what I got on mama. It's conscious. 30 days. I haven't smoked weed in 30 days, not 13, 30 days I haven't smoked weed, right? But I told myself, after 30 days, I'm gonna smoke. As long as I gotta make sure that I'm not attached to it. If I'm not attached to it, it's good. Because listen, Jesus said everything on the earth is good, but I tell y'all this, the attachments to things are bad, but everything is good. Yahshua, there you go. That's Jesus' name, right? But I don't even want to talk about it because don't nobody really know, right? So I just say Jesus just because everybody else say Jesus, but best believe I know who the fuck he is. Right? Right? Yeah, water alive, gang. You know that. That's why they give you dead water in plastic bottles so you can get dead memory. Because water holds dead memory. The reason why they put it in a plastic bottle to get real water, it need to be in a glass bottle. That's why I drink these all the time, no matter how much they cost. It don't even matter how much they cost. Because I don't want to run around drinking dead water and holding on dead memory. Can I pay for your nails? I don't need nobody to pay for shit for me. If you want to support me, go to 607unk.store, right? But you don't need to buy nothing for me. I got it. And when I go, I'm trying to feed people. I'm trying to be like Jesus, gang. I'm trying to feed 5,000 people too, right? That's how you know. You love getting high wax pen. Should I break someone off on Tuesday for their product? Listen, do what you want to do. It don't matter to me. What is the brand of water? Right here. Saratoga. Right? This is what I drink. You see me every day. If you watch my story, this is what I drink every day. If you watch my story on Instagram, you know this is what I drink. Read that Matthew verse. Now, I don't really read, but I'll read it for you. Then, if anyone says to you, look here in the Christ of the prophets. Hold up. Hold up. I need that. I need to pin it so I can read it. Okay. Let me read it. Then if anyone says to you, look, here is the Christ, or there, do not believe it. 24, for false Christ and false prophets will rise and show great yet signs and wonders to deceive. Listen, let me tell you this. Y'all don't understand what a false prophet is. The false prophet is the church. The false prophet is the church. They put Jesus between you and God, right? They told you to pray outside yourself to another man, so the false prophet is the church, right? It's all religion. Religion for separation and control. That is the false prophet, and 98% of the world are false prophets, right? I'm telling you, your salvation is within yourself, like Jesus did, right? And that's how you know the truth. That's how you know the truth. Because I'm going to tell you that the truth is in you. I'm gonna put it all back on you. The church going to tell you to pray out, to pray to somebody outside of you. And you can't do that. It's going to tell you all your sins are wiped away when you pray outside yourself. But fear God. The moment you fear God, you're coming back. Because fear keep you stuck. Fear keep you stuck. So it's nothing to fear, gang. Listen, say no need for Jesus, you can say yourself. I didn't say that. Jesus is consciousness. Everybody got to become Jesus to be saved, right? But you have to become Jesus, right? Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. So don't depend on Jesus, depend on you. Depend on you. Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. That means you got to do it. But the church going to tell you don't got to do it. All you got to do is put money in their collection plate and pray. And they're going to pray over you and wipe your sins away. And on Saturday, everybody that was in there on Sunday was fucking, smoking weed, doing all that shit. They do that shit on Sunday, though. They back doing it on Monday. They back doing it on Monday. I swear to God on mama, they back doing it on Monday. Monday, they was right back doing the same thing they was doing. See, I don't think y'all understand. I don't lie, cheat, or steal, gang. I am the message I bring. Now, I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't smoke weed. But I don't drink. I don't get high. I don't drink. I don't get high. But nothing wrong with smoking weed. There's nothing wrong with getting high. Jesus said everything on the earth is good, but I'm a prophet, so therefore I have to not get high right now because I need to get rid of all the pain, everything on the inside. I got to get rid of all the attachments because I have a different message than most. I have a different message. I have a different mission. So I'm going to do more. I have to do more because I said I'm a prophet. The moment I say I'm a prophet, I got to do more. Right? But it don't take as much as I do for you to get out of this plane. But since I said I'm a prophet, I have to do more. Because I got to do more. I'm a prophet. I got to do more. So I got to have discipline. I got to have discipline. Right? What's the contradiction? Show me what contradiction. The Bible contradicts itself all day long. Don't nobody talk about that. Listen, my only message is to look within. That's my message. My message is this, right? If you want to be saved, you have to save yourself. That's my message, gang. I don't got no other kind of message. I'm not running around. I got no problem with phase one, but I'm not running around asking people for money. When last time y'all seen me ask somebody for money? You ain't never seen me ask my supporters for money. Hell no, if anything, I'm giving them a way to make money by inviting them to my platform so they can make money. Right? I'm not asking nobody for shit. Y'all don't see that. Y'all don't see that. Right? So what's my motive? My motive is not the same motive as the church. The church gonna give you a message. As soon as they give you the message, they're gonna send around a collection plate at the end. Just like when you go order some food, the moment you get the food, now it's time to pay the bill, the church the same. But Yahshua walked in the church and kicked over the tables. Why? Because the church was full of hustling. That's why he kicked over the tables in the church, because nobody was doing that in the church but run around hustling. Yeah. And listen, I walk from Georgia to do it too. And I love you for saying that, was that gaming? Wicco? I love you for that. Because I do that too. Taking 60K from OP. Nobody took 60K from OP. Listen, what happened was this. They sold fake lean. Fake bottles of lean. That's it. Fake bottles of lean got sold. Nobody could take nothing from nobody in St. Louis. Ain't nobody going for that. Right? But any questions y'all got, let me know. Let me ask, what is the paroma? The paroma is where we come from, right? You got to understand, right? Everything fell from that, right? The creator, right? The spiritual realm is the paroma, right? And everyone fell from that, right? That's a spiritual plane. I'm wearing nail polish because black absorb black negative energy, just like black cats absorb negative energy, but they told y'all black cats was bad. Black cat's not bad. Everybody watching this, do your finger like this. You're going to see why I got this on there. As soon as you do your finger like this, you poke it out, you're going to feel that energy go down your vein. That's what I got, mama. But they told you this finger was bad too. So y'all don't listen to me. Y'all listen to the ones that told y'all everything wrong. Ain't no gay ritual, gang. I don't do rituals, gang. Now, I don't gotta brush my teeth. They already brushed, nigga. Hold up. Get this question. Hold up, what say? Why do everybody praise Jesus when God and the Father and He made Jesus, but everyone still praise Him? No, they're not doing it on purpose. They doing it because they was told to. They told you that Jesus was the middleman. They tricked you. They didn't want to tell you could become Jesus. But Jesus was teaching everybody how to become Jesus. That was His mission. Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. I'm going to keep saying it. Listen, I don't think you understand. You can't do nothing without Jesus' consciousness. You can't do nothing without His consciousness, because His consciousness is the higher level, is the highest vibration. It's the highest vibration. Right? Now I'm going to name the live after the live. I wasn't going to name before the live. You on her 3 o'clock in the morning, gang. So if you own her. Right? And when you get on her, you're going to know what we talking about because you own her. So I don't got to name it. You coming. I'm going to name it when we get off. Right? But I just want y'all to understand what's really going on, and you got to put faith in yourself and don't pray outside yourself. Right? Because listen, you ain't know this, right? When you do pray, when you put your hands together like this, it connects your masculine and your feminine side. It kind of align you. This align you. But the moment you pray outside, you then become unaligned. But this right here can help you. Just do it. You're going to feel the energy. Everybody go right now. Just go like this. You're going to feel the energy when you press them two together. Right? But they told you the wrong way to do everything. And that's the problem. If I come to the content house, am I sharing the room with King Yeller? No, King Yeller don't live in the content house. He come over here. He live in Vegas, but he come over here, right? So he be over here from time to time doing what he got to do, but he don't live here. What's up? You in Russia? Big K, what up, gang? How do I get this spiritual stuff? Let me tell you this, right? And it's real truth, right? So I was trying to just control my mind, and I started off just like running every day, running. I ran, but I didn't meditate at all. I just ran, and little bit after little bit, I was told things to do, and I was just doing it. And y'all get all the information, but this 2 years of me collecting information from the source. So by the time I gave it to you, I had a whole lot of it, and it shook the internet. Right? It shook the internet because I believe that everybody should look within themselves. Is there a Holy Trinity? Yes, but they lied to you. The Holy Trinity is the Father, the Son, the Holy Ghost. The Father is the Creator, the Son is Jesus, and the Holy Ghost, they didn't tell you the name, but it's Sophia, the divine feminine. But they ain't going to tell you that because you knew all the 3 other names, knowing them names hold power. But they're not going to tell you that. The divine feminine was Sophia, and she's part of the Holy Trinity. Though a lot of people don't know. They don't even know what it is. But y'all should understand, y'all should ask the question, what the fuck is the Holy Ghost? Y'all didn't even ask that. Yeah, there's only one God. No, there's only one creator. There's many gods. I'm a God. The creator create gods. That's what he create. Gods. That's why I'm a God. That's why if you own her, you a God. Listen, that's how these was veneers. Them motherfuckers got to eating and shit. Them motherfuckers fall out, so I ain't going to get no more. Listen, I'm not gonna waste my money because I understand I am not the body, right? Listen, I look good because I look good on the inside. I don't lie, cheat, or steal, and can't too many people say that. So I look good as a bitch. I look good as a bitch. Because I ain't trying to be who I'm not. I wake up authentic and I'm happy with who I am, right? So I'm good as a bitch. So you can come on here and troll and talk about my teeth, but you need to find salvation in yourself, right? Again, if you see my teeth fucked up, yours gotta be fucked up because all you can do is see a mirror. I'm a mirror of you, nigga. You looking at you, but you thinking you looking at you. Thinking you looking at me, but you looking at you. I'm a mirror of you, nigga. You dumbass. Let's go. Any questions I got, I'm gonna try to answer them right now. Right? How do we find out about Sophia? Listen, if you want to find out about Sophia, right, you gotta understand what Gnosticism is. Gnostic. I can't even say it 'cause I don't read, but it begin with a G, and I used to say gymnastic, but if I say it ain't gymnastic, it's Gnosticism, right? So you have to look up that, right? And you got to look up the books that took out the Bible. The books that took out the Bible would let you know the truth. They took a lot of books out the Bible on purpose. I took a lot of books out the Bible on purpose, right? That's all I want to know. Enoch, they took him out the Bible, of course. Yeah. Sophia created the demiurge, which created us, but you got to understand what the demiurge is, right? It's demon and man mixed. See, people want to look at everything way more crazier than it is, right? But it's just demon and man mixed. What we are. That's what we are. That's what we are. Because we got a higher self and a lower self, right? Did I sacrifice grave digger Quez to go to jail? No. He sacrificed himself when he killed his cousin. When you murder, you go to jail. It's the law. It's the law. Especially when you murder and then talk about it, you're going to jail. So I ain't sacrificed grave digger Quez. He sacrificed himself. I am resurrected for being knowledge and false belief. Yes, I'm resurrected it. That was this cup represent. That was this cup represent. Because we are stepping over the fake. It's the land and the time of the Aquarius now. Right? It's the time of the Aquarius now. The world is switching from 3D to 5D right in your face. But a lot of people ain't paying attention to that. You ain't paying attention that the world is changing in your face. That's why two people sitting next to each other can see one thing and then say two different things happen because they didn't vibrate the same. But everybody watching this, you probably didn't know that you can't even create a thought. But everybody think they can create a thought, but your thoughts do not come from yourself. Your thoughts don't come from you. But everybody think they do. Bro is evil. Well, I'm evil then. It don't matter if you say I'm evil, but what if I said bad if you call me evil? What if I did? I was evil, but what if I said bad? Right? Well, I'm evil because I got a black nails, I got a cup that you think is bad, that you don't understand. Don't call me evil because you don't understand that which I do. Just get some understanding then. Is it bad to be that I killed the old me so I can walk and follow Jesus? Listen, Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. It's bad when you follow Jesus, become Jesus. Right? Yeah, it's bad when you follow Jesus, gang. Become him. What are you following him for when you could become him? Right? Why you gotta be a follower then? Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. So become Jesus. Can you control the weather and the rain and the lightning? This is what I believe, right? And it's me. The world itself is set on systems. I don't try to control the weather or the rain. I align with it. When it rains, I put on a rain jacket, right? When it snows, I put on a coat, right? Because everything has to align, and I believe the people that try to control it, they doing dark magic, and I don't practice dark magic. I don't practice trying to control that which is already set. I don't do that. I don't do that. Right? I control what I can control. Only thing I can control is my creation. But once I create it, I let it go. Right? But I don't try to control the weather, gang. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I control the spiritual weather inside myself because y'all niggas talking about the weather, you gotta check the spiritual weather, right? Y'all gotta read the spiritual climate so y'all can be safe, right? Read the energy. Read the energy. Fuck the weather. Read the energy and you can control that by controlling yourself. That's what I control. I control the things that I can. I can control my energy. I can control what I put into myself, which control what comes out. I can control that. So if the rain on the outside don't bother me, I just get a raincoat. How much longer you think the world has? 2030. 2030. That's what I think, right? Only because the world reset every 237 years, right? And Jesus came 12 times. And y'all only know about one. Y'all know about one. You ready to go home, go sleep? I guess I was gonna go live for 20 more minutes. I was gonna make them videos, but if you just set the camera up and turn the light on, I can make them when you gone and just record them. If you can turn the light on right there and then just whatever, I can put my microphone on and I can record them, and then we can just do it like that. I just need that light on, cause I don't want you waiting. I'm gonna be on here for 20 more minutes. Okay. It's the next Jesus, Elon Musk, Sophia AI. Now listen, that's crazy, right? If y'all know about Sophia AI, this is what he said. He said, y'all gonna forget that y'all in the game is gonna create a high vibration, and it's the same thing that happened before. Of course, it happened before, right? And of course, that's why Trump got mad at him and kicked him out, and they was fighting him in the White House. Of course, but y'all know where Elon Musk from. He's from Africa. See, y'all don't know this. Y'all look at the color of the skin, and y'all don't understand what's in the blood. Listen, the food is poison, don't eat it. Listen, if you want to know everything, you have to research, right? You got to ask yourself, how many virgin births have there been? There have been 12, right? If they have been 12 virgin births, then all of them virgin births had to come from the same source, right? So they all had to be Jesus, because they all taught the same message. Listen, y'all don't be knowing, gang. Y'all don't be knowing, then y'all get mad at me because I'm trying to pass y'all the information. Stop me from passing the information because I'm telling you something you never heard of before. Or you a Freemason. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? When I say I'm Illuminati, that simply means enlightened. I'm enlightened. I understand this world simulation, we trapped in the firmament, and that my body is a fucking prison cell to lock my soul in it. I understand this. I understand where I'm at. I understand, right? And I'm spreading the message so you can understand, right? That's what I understand, right? The light, really the dark. The only thing that can absorb light is what? Dark. If you take a light bulb and you put a dark stuff over it, what's gonna happen? It's gonna cover up the dark, the light. The only thing that can cover up the light is the dark. But only can cover me up is dark. So God got the creator have to be dark. Gotta be. Because he's the only thing, what Jesus said. Jesus said, don't fear nothing, don't fear something that can kill your body, fear what can kill your soul. And if your soul is light, the only thing that can kill your soul is darkness. Y'all don't be paying attention. Y'all don't pay attention. Y'all just take another man's word for it. Y'all don't pay attention. Y'all study the Bible, but then don't even look. Jesus was in the Bible from 12 to 30. He was missing. You don't even know where he went. You don't even know where he went. But you say you study Jesus, then. If you study Jesus, tell me where you went from 12 to 30, then. Somebody put it in the comments. What was Jesus at from 12 to 30? If you know, put it in the comments. If you know, if I'm such the devil, I don't know nothing about Jesus, I guarantee you don't know where he was from 12 to 30 then. Talk about it. Talk about it. Talk about it. Because the church ain't going to tell you about it. It's not in the books. In order to understand that, you got to go past the books. But everybody's stuck in the books. But you must go past the books to really understand. You can't stay in one book. In order to understand, you have to connect all the books. That's why it's for separation and control, so you won't get to all the books. So the Muslims hate the Christians, right? The Christians hate the Jews, right? And it's so many different sets of Muslims. You got Shiite Muslims, you got Sunni Muslims, everybody different sets. They gang banging. Everybody gang banging, gang. But people don't understand. Everybody gang banging in the world, even the church. I'm from St. Louis, gang. I'm from St. Louis. Bible says it will be guys like you, me, that will preach their own opinion infused on people. I'm not speaking my own opinion. Everything I say, Jesus said, right? Because Jesus said the same thing the other 11 Jesus said, right? We all got to speak the same message. We have no choice. Anytime I change the message, listen, I may change the delivery, but I can never change the message, right? Every prophet changed the delivery. They got their own way to deliver it, right? I speak in parables myself. So everybody can change the delivery, but you cannot change the message. So my delivery is different, but the message is the same. Because I can't change the message. I don't have a right to do that. I don't have a right to change the message. But I got a right to change how I deliver it. That's the reason why I got free will to create, right? And I deliver my message the way I want to. And the Creator told me I can do that. So I don't gotta deliver the message like you want me to deliver the message. I ain't gotta put on a suit and stand up and be all goody two shoes to deliver the message. I can deliver it like this, gang. That's what I got my mama. I can deliver it how I want to deliver it as long as I don't change the message. As long as I don't change the message, I can deliver it how the fuck I want. As long as I'm telling you to look within, telling you you are God, right? I can do what the fuck I want. Because I cannot change the message. I know I'm a prophet. I don't got to believe. Believe what man thinks is true. Listen, I got to be a prophet, right? I come from the trenches. I come from nothing. Then, boom, I got the message. And then, boom, I spoke the message. The moment I spoke the message, I became a prophet. Right? The moment I spoke the message, I became a prophet. Right? It's simple. It's simple. Right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I'm always fasting. I eat 1 meal a day. I live on OMAD. OMAD means 1 meal a day, right? And when I eat that meal around 6 o'clock, right? And through other days when I get up, like I'm probably orange, apple, shit like that. Shit like that. Let's go. I'm like, whatever y'all want to know, y'all got to put it down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Let's just talk about it. Let's talk about it. Can't never be a false prophet when I'm saying the same thing Jesus said. If I'm false, then Jesus was false. If I'm false, then Jesus was false. No, I ain't confused. Listen, let me tell you this, right? Confusion, you have to be confused to be saved, to understand, right? Because confusion is the next thing. Because once you're confused, you will be found. But I ain't confused. I understand who God is. I understand I'm him. But I'm not the creator. But I understand I got power. And I understand I got to use my powers, right? I got to use my powers to control my mind, right? Because people don't understand that. Don't look outside yourself. That's the same thing Jesus said. Jesus said the kingdom of God is within. It's within. Don't look out. He never said pray to him. And then when he died, everybody prayed to him. That's kind of crazy. He never said do that. He never said do that. Y'all doing shit that Jesus never said do. He never said do it. But Jesus learned everything he learned. And he learned it from somewhere, but y'all got to understand where he learned it from so you can go learn it. Right? If you understand where Jesus learned it from, you can go learn it. Right? I had to go through the fire. You confused. What you confused about that guy asked me a question. Listen, it's confusion. I'm not going to act like it's not confusion. It's confusion because you got to understand that you live in a physical body, but you also have an astral body. And when you dream, you are in the astral body, right? And I don't think people understand. When you go to sleep, you astral project out your body, right? But you have two bodies. But everybody only know the one body, their physical body. They don't get to know their spiritual body. They don't get to know their astral body, right? So when they die, they come back in another physical body. Simple. The devil is the author of confusion. Listen, everybody, the devil, gang. Anytime you vibrate low, anytime you're in the beast state mind, anytime you run around fucking, you the devil. You in the beast state mind, right? Listen, anytime you run around doing shit of the beast, you the devil, right? Because the devil is you. I don't think you get it. You look on the outside, the devil in your mind. Why you think all the bad shit come to your head? Ain't nobody walking up to you and telling you the bad shit. The shit coming in your head, right? And let me tell you about the thoughts, right? You cannot stop your thoughts, right? The thoughts gonna come, right? That don't mean you vibrate low because the thoughts come, but when you pay attention to the thoughts and you do what they say, then you vibrate low. But you cannot stop the thoughts from coming. They just gonna come. What is black? This shirt is black. Do I look like this shirt? I don't know. I don't like the shirt. Do we look the same? Am I black? You tell me. You tell me. Because look at this shirt and look at me. Am I black? This is black. So if this is black, what color am I? I don't know, gang. I'm confused. They told me I was black, but then black is this. So I can't be. And you can't be neither. Right? I don't know. Jesus said her wool and skin of brass. Nigga, I'm copper. That's why I'm copper, nigga. You wanna know what I am? I'm copper. Yeah. And I got melanin. And melanin absorbs the sunlight. It absorbs it. Alright? I don't know. I'm confused. Let's talk about it. You white. Well, that mean you this color? I guarantee you're not. I guarantee you not. The only thing different between me and you got less melanin than me, but that's because where you were from. And where I'm from. But we both God. I'm not racist. I know the white man is God. I know the black man is God. If y'all want to call him color. But why you gonna run around calling people color for? And the color that they're not. Right, let's talk about it. What do you think about supposed alien spacecraft coming? Listen, it already been here, right? I live in Vegas, right? So I'm right here next to Area 51. But Jesus said, I don't come from here. I go to make a place for you. So what was Jesus? Where did Jesus come from? He said he's not from here, right? And anything that's not of this earth is an alien. That's the definition of it. Right? That's the definition of it. Let's talk about it, man. Now, I want everybody to know this, right? Y'all always look on the outside, right? Look on the end, man. You are the devil, man. You have to tame yourself. That's how you tame the devil. Tame the beast. Tame yourself. Be disciplined. Right? And then you have defeated the devil. There's nobody with pitchforks and all this. Back in the days, they used to tell you, they used to have angel on this side and the devil on this side and all the cartoons to let you know that you have both. You have a higher self and a lower self. Right? You are the devil and God mixed. You are the demiurge. Right? Let's keep it real, gang. I ain't gonna lie. You the creation. You are the demiurge that was created. Right? You was created to work, and they didn't realize you had a spark in you that was God, and you don't realize it neither. That's why they give you the poison water to close your pineal gland. They give you the food. They ain't trying to kill you. They're trying to keep you asleep. No, you can't say, listen, this is what happened, right? So, a lot of people confused about this place. A lot of people say it's a training ground. A lot of people say this, that, and the other. But this is prison. This is prison. How do I look within? You a white light. You a bright light. That's why when people die, they be like, don't go towards the light. You can't go towards the light because you are that light. Because when you die, you see like this. You see forward, backwards, and side to side. You see everything. So the light that you see is you. And when you move either way, then you're tripping. You have to be still, right? That's why when you meditate, you be still. You have to be still. And if you be still, the next plane will come to you. The next dimension will come to you. But if you move, you're going to fall back in another body. So don't go towards the light. Don't move at the state of death. Because when you die, you're not going to have your physical body, but your emotions going to be intact. Your feelings going to be intact. Your memory going to be intact. Everything going to be the same except you're not going to have a body. So you kind of going to be like tripping. You're going to be tripping. Because the only thing that's going to be different when you die is you're not going to have a body. The only thing that's going to be different. You won't have a body. But everything else will still be intact. Because your soul, people get the spirit and the soul's different. They don't understand they different. Your soul record all your lives. And I say lives because everybody on this live have been here before. Many times. How does one astral project or even learn? So listen, you astral project every time you sleep and you dream. But to do it on this end, the best way to do it is with meditation. A lot of people, they take mushrooms. I don't do that because like you take mushrooms and try to elevate the astral project, get out your body, then you go crazy. Because now you not elevate, you elevating too fast. It's like going from first grade to 12th. You don't want to do that, right? The best way to astral project is work on meditation, right? And once you get, meditation is kind of like hard, but once you get to 30 minutes of meditation to like an hour of meditation at one time, you're going to astral project. I guarantee you is. How do I clear my mind before sleep? The best way to clear your mind before sleep, three times on each, and then breathe within, right? Right there, that clears brain fog, right? And you're going to clear your mind. And you want to do that before you go to sleep anyway, right? Here's the problem with life. Everybody live life like a run-on sentence. They don't ever turn off their mind. They never turn off their mind. They never stop. Everybody stay on go. That's one thing we did in the trenches. We stayed on go. And that's the worst thing for you, to stay on go. You have to turn off your mind. You have to turn off your mind. You got to. You got to. Any questions? Let's go. Listen, I'm a prophet of God. Anything you ask me, I can answer. Meditation steps, right? Listen, so it's hard to meditate, right? So a lot of times people don't meditate because these thoughts keep coming, right? You got to let these thoughts keep coming and ask yourself, what my next thought gonna be? Breathe, let it come. What my next thought gonna be? Breathe, let it come. What my next thought gonna be? Sooner or later, you're gonna go blank. It just depends on how much baggage you got, right? How much things you gotta get rid of, right? And a lot of people don't cry. I know a lot of people don't cry, but you gotta cry, purify your soul, and it releases the trauma. It releases it. And you got more trauma than you know. You got trauma from different lives because your soul record all of that. Right? Let's go, man. Whatever you add me, I'm going to answer. I am a prophet of God. Right? And I'm not going to change none of the message. I'm not allowed to. But I can change the delivery once again. I can deliver how the fuck I want. Am I here to help people? Listen, that's a choice. You're here to help yourself, right? But if you choose to help people, you got to realize that you can't help nobody. All you can do is spark them, right? That's one thing I got to realize. I'm a prophet of God, right? I'm a spark. I have no power to wake nobody up. I don't have that power. I don't have no power to wake nobody up. I can spark somebody, but they have to do the job and wake themselves up. Is weed safe? Listen, I don't smoke weed right now, but yes, weed is safe. Listen, a lot of people use weed in order to get downloads, right? They use weed, but you got to find out what type of weed you got to use, and it's sativa. Sativa is the right weed to use if you're going to smoke. Sativa is the right weed to use. I'm going to give you all the truth, nothing but the truth. I just got to keep it real, gang. I ain't going to lie. I can't lie to you still. Any questions you ask, I'm going to answer. I'm going to look at them. Real question. I hear the term spiritual narcissist a lot. Is there such a thing, and how do you know when someone is one? Listen, I don't like to speak about people or speak bad about people, but you know it because you're going to feel it, right? You got to understand, a lot of people use their eyes, right? But your eyes is the biggest illusion. You can't use your eyes. You can't use your five senses. You got other senses you need to use, right? Here go my problem. Anytime person use spiritual or religion for gain, then they fake, right? Anytime, I ain't never seen a prophet ask people for food, a prophet feed the people, right? I ain't never seen that. I ain't never seen that. So it's like, the church is bad because the church asks people for money when the church is supposed to feed the people. Right? Jesus ain't never asked nobody for money. Jesus said that when we was out eating, I got 5 fish. He turned 5 fish to feed 5,000 people. He did magic. So you kind of know somebody fake when they asking you for shit. But I come to give. I'm the spark, gang. I come to give. I don't come to take. Did you go to isolation period before? Yeah, I had to. I went to isolation. I was by myself for a year. Like I just quit talking to everybody. It was kind of confused. Quit talking to my mama. Quit talking to everybody. I just stayed in an apartment. I was in Atlanta. I just stayed in Atlanta, and for some reason people just annoyed me. I just couldn't be around people. So I get up, I run, but I just couldn't be around people. I don't know why. Now I could be around people, but at first I just couldn't be around people. It irked me to be around people. Right? So I guess, yeah, I can say I did. Fear God, first step to wisdom. Listen, fear does open up something, right? But fear you shouldn't keep, because once you fear, it's recorded by your soul, and fear is a low-level vibration, right? And that keeps you stuck on this lower realm. So in order to move past this lower realm, you must let go of fear. You got to. It's the only way. Why I'm afraid the Creator when He created me? Why I'm afraid the Creator when I know I'm following all the rules of the universe? Why I'm afraid of something? I ain't got nothing to fear. People fear shit when they know they're not doing it right. When you fear, you're not doing it right. That's why you run around scared. But I don't know about the sin. We born in the sine wave. They kind of tricked you with sin. You was born in the sine wave, so put an E on it. What should I do next? Help me vibrate high. I don't know what you're doing now, so I really can't answer that. But I'll tell you about vibration. Vibration is not like, everybody thinks vibration is like thoughts. When you vibrate high, you won't think bad thoughts. It don't mean that. It means that you will not attach yourself to those bad thoughts. Because your brain on the inside is like the weather. Snow, fall, winter, all that going on in your head. And you got to know which thoughts to grab a hold to, right? And you only grab a hold to your high vibrational thoughts, then you high vibrational. Or when you only hold on to those thoughts. But when you hold on to the negative thoughts in your head, then you low vibrational. Simple. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light, of course. But you got to understand, you need Jesus' consciousness, right? Jesus said, what I do, all men can do. I'm going to keep saying it. Jesus' consciousness, gang. Christ's consciousness. He said, what I do, all men can do. When I leave, something else will come. Right? He never said he was coming back. He said, when I leave, something else will come, but everybody waiting on Jesus to come back. But Jesus never said he was coming back. He never said it. He said, when I leave, something else will come. That's what he said. Right? Right? And we said, right? Yeah, I know. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't read the book. You don't read the book. You don't read it. You don't know. Watchers not in the trees. Watchers are the trees. Right? Let me tell you something. The only thing that doesn't move and stay in position is a whole lot of them is the trees. So you know the watchers are the trees. They're not in the trees. In every tree, you're going to see an eye on them. Look at every tree. You're going to see an eye in it. And you're going to notice what look like the trees? Me. Right? And what look like the leaves? In the inside. Lungs. Your lungs. Stop playing with your lungs. It's the trees too. Oh. You ain't know that much. Yeah, I know. You ain't know that. I know. But anything y'all want to know, ask me. I'm going to give you an answer. So what's the brain? Okay, listen. So your brain is like this. You have two brains. Everybody think they got one. You got a masculine and a feminine side of your brain. You have to marry them both, right? See, a lot of times, a lot of men, they run around only using their masculine. And a lot of women, they masculine too. But listen, a lot of men only use their masculine. But the right way, you have to activate your masculine and your feminine side of your brain. You have two sides of your brain that you need to activate. And your brain is a receiver. It receives information, right? But you got to understand this, right? You only can receive that which you are. You can't receive, like, I can't be sitting here low vibration and receive high vibrational shit. It don't work like that. You got to be on the right frequency, like a radio station. Your brain like a radio station. Whatever you tune into is what you get. The pineal gland. Listen, so the pineal gland is your third eye. They try to close it, right? But you got to understand, they try to close it with the water and the food and everything like that. So you got to pay attention to what you eat and what you drink. So you want to make sure when you're drinking a live water, all right? And a live water come in a glass bottle. Receive a message from Lucifer. Listen, they say Lucifer was the prettiest angel. I say he was the prettiest angel. He knew everything, right? But Lucifer and Satan is different. Like, y'all don't even know. Y'all don't know who Lucifer is. Y'all don't know who Satan is. Y'all just run around talking. Y'all just run around talking. Y'all don't know who nothing is. But let me tell you something. Y'all only know what y'all was told by man, right? Y'all was told everything by man. You run around holding on to it. And when you die, you're going to realize you're wrong. Because you're coming back in another body. And you're going to forget by the time you're 3. Dumb nigga. And Lucifer and Satan is different, dumbass. If you ain't know that, you're stupid. Why do you think they got different names? Right? Why do you think they got different names? But y'all tie everything up to the same because it look the same, it ain't the same. Right? It's got a different name for a reason. It's a different name for a reason. Dumb nigga. Yeah, titles. Good. Good. How Lucifer, you sound dumb as hell. Lucifer came Satan when he fell, what you finna say, ain't you? You finna say some stupid shit. They got 2 different names, they 2 different beings. And it's more. Listen, in the Bible it said, let us make man in our image. Who was God talking to then? And the God of the Bible. And the God of the Old Testament, the God of the New Testament were 2 different gods. One of them was a killer and one of them was merciful. Y'all don't pay attention. Because when Jesus came, they said this. They said, Jesus, what to say about the 10 Commandments? Jesus said, all I say is love. Right? He didn't say nothing about them 10 Commandments that came in the Old Testament. He said, I say you do is love and all commandments have been followed. But when Moses came down from the mountain, Moses had he had 10 rules. And Jesus came with 1. Love. But Moses had 10. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery. I know them all. But I'm saying that Jesus said when you love, all of those have been followed. I don't got to change the smoke alarm battery. Everybody always saying that, but I don't know. It's so high, I live in a mansion. That motherfucker up so high, we can't change it. That's why it ain't changed yet. That motherfucker up high. I live in a mansion, gang. So it's high. Listen, Moses came down from the mountain with one time he came down with the 10 Commandments, the other time he came down with a sword and killed shit. It just depends on the message he got when he was up top. Right? And I live in the mountains, gang. I live in the mountains, I live in the desert. As all prophets. Right? I live in the mountain, I live in the deserts, gang. That's where I live. I live in the desert. Right? In the mountains. And I didn't ask to come here. Right? I didn't ask to come here. And this is the crazy part about it is, this is how you know it was destined, designed for me to get here. I came to this mansion, I didn't get this mansion, but the problem is, when I did it, remember I told you I was stuck, wasn't talking to nobody. So I wasn't talking to nobody for years. So like, damn, I'm in this house for a whole year, so I didn't pay shit. So I had like some credit shit, like some shit I was doing on my credit, like Dovely and Kickoff and all that shit, I didn't pay it. So all that shit made my credit score to a 500, and I still got up in this bitch. I was supposed to be here. I was supposed to be here. Because every prophet been in the mountains and in the desert, gang. Moses was there for 40 years. You a part of the Anunnaki. Damn right I am. Just like you. Everybody know. Everybody know. The pineal gland actually show you reality when it opens. Yes, it does. But to see your past life, you got to open your stargate, right? Your stargate is the chakra right above your head. It's like right here. You have to open your stargate to see your past lives and everything. But you can raise up your chakra levels, right? Those chakras, your crown, and once you activate your crown, the next thing after that is your star chakra. It's right above your head. It's outside of your body, right? And it open up. When you open it up, you can see all your past lives, right? Your crown chakra is you open that chakra, then there's more chakras. People don't know about the rest of the chakras that's not in your body. Everybody thinks it's just the chakras in your body, but again, the chakra on top of your body is called the star chakra. Everybody just look it up. Look up what the star chakra is, right? And that's how you see all your past lives and everything. You got to open up your star chakra, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Everybody know all my social media is 607 everywhere, right? Instagram, YouTube. This is my second page, right? Y'all know my real page. Other page is 607 Network. This is the new page. Just wrap that shit page, right? This is another page, right? We gotta have a lot of pages. We gotta protect the message. We gotta always have a way to talk, right? They take one page, we got another one, and we gonna earn on all of them. That's what I got on mama. We gotta do that, right? Because we have to protect the message. We got no choice. We gotta protect the message. The star chakra. The star chakra is on top of your head. It's like a few inches from the top of your head. It's called the star chakra. And when you open that chakra up, you get to see your past lives and everything. How I get the message from the trees. The best way is go ask them for it. Go to the trees, hug it, right? Get a meditation state, right? And the best way to get a meditation state, breathe in like a lot of people don't know how to breathe. Like, so when you breathe, you want to breathe like this. So your stomach, breathe from within here, let it out. Hold it, let it out. Hold it. When you do that a few times, right, with your eyes closed, right, and understand that you will get in meditation state. Once you get in meditation state, then you grab onto the trees and ask it, it'll give you information. Right? Well, I'm the devil then. I don't care what you say. I'm a prophet. Listen, so you gotta understand that, right? You gotta understand this, right? The Bible said that we're gonna talk about that, right? Because I believe different, right? I believe woman is the goddess, right? And I believe she found out and she told the man, and then she was punished, right? That's what I believe. Eve was the first person to find out that the world was a simulation, and she was stuck, right? Let me tell you this: when Eve, you read the book of Eve, the book of Eve, it said, "Me and your father was connected," meaning that all souls was one, meaning that Eve got split. It wasn't no out of the rib shit. Ain't no out of the rib shit. They split them. They was already connected. That's why I say you got to master it in the feminine side of your brain, you dumb fool. They split them. Ain't no fucking out the rib. They split them. Female is the divine feminine, gang. Just want to keep it real. A lot of people hate when I say a woman ain't supposed to submit and all this. They hate that. They hate that part. That's why a lot of niggas don't follow me, right? They get mad. They get mad because they want a bitch to submit. But I don't believe in that because that's not the truth. I'm not going to run around speaking the truth like the woman did something bad, right? And a woman ain't do nothing bad. She got punished for nothing. She got punished for knowing the truth, right? She got punished because she was stronger, right? I'm talking about spiritually stronger. Men got physical strength, right? A woman have all them emotions and she was spiritually stronger, right? And we kind of like used our physical strength. And females, I'm sorry, all right? And I ain't sorry for much, but we sorry for that. Ain't no devil talk. I talk the real talk. Y'all believe in the devil, right? I don't give a fuck about that. But listen, we about to get off this live, right? But I'm gonna tell you this right here, right? Believe in yourself, right? Because like if you don't believe in yourself, then there's nothing else to believe in, right? Don't believe in nothing outside of yourself, right? Understand that Jesus is consciousness. If you wanna love Jesus, become Jesus. Become Jesus then. And if you become Jesus, then guess what? You ain't gotta worry about much. You ain't gotta worry about much. Right? And I love all y'all, right? I love you even if you hate me, right? Because I don't give a fuck if you hate me. I love unconditionally. I'm God. I ain't scared of you. I ain't scared to die, so you can't do shit to me. Right? And I don't speak slave talk. I speak that real talk, the talk that you gotta save yourself. Because I'm not here to save you, and Jesus ain't come here to save you. Nobody came to save you, nigga. You gotta save yourself. Dumb nigga. You looking for somebody to save you, praying outside of yourself. Boy, you a bitch. Just be real, you a bitch. Just say you need some savior, then you a bitch. Nigga, say yourself. Nigga, say yourself. Right? Everybody's scared to say they self. Now, I ain't high, gang. I don't smoke. You telling me I'm something I'm not. I'm tired as a bitch. It's 3 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. I've been doing content all day, nigga. Nigga, I'm tired. But, no way I'm high. Right? But, listen, if you on here, right, take everything I gave you and say yourself. On GDB Vice Lord, on Larry David. Stop playing with me.